Bring it out to the 25. They'll move the tight end. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Gets it out fast. Wide open spaces. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Flores. The margin for error is so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
Really focused on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one, and so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color.
It's a running room. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to the back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And the Bruins line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to run for it. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Makes a catch, first down, and maybe a lot more. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Tight end now in motion. He'll do it himself on the draw. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fair catch, called for and made. Leaves it with the running back. At the 35, he's got room. All out of space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Wolverines have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Catch in the middle. It's Klein. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He'll get rid of it. It's caught. Touchdown, Michigan. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Flores. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The Bruins will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Secures it at the 30. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Toss sweep to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the middle. And they can't make the play on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Well, Obviously, the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Right back to the well. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Woods. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Got his man down the middle.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air using the quick game. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
I got to be honest, guys. I'm a little surprised by the coverage on that play. It's 3rd and short. You can't allow a hitch route to pick up the first down. You've got to have way tighter coverage than that.
Wants to keep it in the air. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running back searching for a hole. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Field goal is good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Arkansas is currently ahead in this one, but boy, there have to be some nervous moments for the folks in Fayetteville. They have not been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Georgia. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll move the tight end. Second down, they'll go to the air. He makes a catch. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. At the 30. Past the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bruins!
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
With the catch, it's Haynes. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Off play action. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. Stopped at the 44, the defense coming up with a big interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Open this drive and snap it from the 44. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Unloads it left. All alone as he catches it. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete! And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The Bruins are threatening on 1st and goal. Lets it fly. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up 2nd down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Touchdown, UCLA! Fired in from the red zone for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bruins will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll open the second half on the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first. Looking to throw, it's Underwood.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Let's go. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
They want to run this quarterback. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Looking for room, it's Thomas. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's got it again. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning on the Jets. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Here we go. Pushes for the goal line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Trying to punch it in. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Arkansas is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Darren McFadden out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Georgia. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Underwood. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. There he goes!
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Klein. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll run for it. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
Runs out of bounds after 44. That's a
And the Wolverines are flying down the field.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, UCLA 27, Michigan 7.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
To the air, it's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he makes the extra point.
UCLA 27, Michigan 14.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. To the air. It's Iamaleava. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Well, I think on the last play, they didn't get it to the sticks. They were hoping he'd be able to make the catch, make a guy miss, and advance the football. But because they couldn't execute, now it's 4th and long.
They boot it away. And they'll have to settle for it being marked down just outside their own 40-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes a connection. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. New set of downs after the completion.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
And the Wolverines will hustle to the line.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. He wants to throw it again. Touchdown, Michigan! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And the Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Finds his tight end. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Let's go. Wants to throw on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Matthews. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Finds his man. It's Robinson. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Makes the grab. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Lining up from the 34 on first down. The give to the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Got some room to run. Past the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense putting points on the board.
I'll tell you, you love linebackers that are good against the run, but how nice is it when you've got a guy that can sit in zone coverage like he can and not just pick it off, but find his convoy and take it to the house. That is a game-changing play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players. They're up 14 over Ole Miss. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Good enough for first down.
To the air on first down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
UCLA.
When linebackers blitz, not only do they have to be able to beat offensive linemen, but they're going to have to beat running backs and tight ends. You've got to have moves in your repertoire, and that linebacker showed that there.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they're trailing in this game late. The defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch them off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on 4th down.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up.